Hi, I'm Dr. Marnie Loomis, co-author of Save Yourself from Burnout. And it's been my birthday this week, which meant that I got presents. Thank you, everyone. And another present that I would like would be to be able to tell you a story. And that's really kind of a present for you too. So we're all getting presents. Happy birthday to me / all of us. This is a story about the donkey picture that we use in the book. And I first saw that donkey picture as a meme when memes were first beginning to be a thing. It was in the way back in the early 2000 teens, and but that my daughter really liked being on Tumblr, and as a way to bond with each other, she would show me her likes on Tumblr every night and before bed, and she had to explain each of the memes as they came through, like, what does that mean? What's that referring to? And then all of a sudden, one of the memes came up, and it was that picture of the donkey with the overloaded cart, and the donkey's little feet are just dangling up in the air, and that poor donkey just looked like, oh, okay, this is what my life is now. And I remember when I first saw that picture, I got tears in my eyes, and I thought, well, you don't have to explain this one. This one I get, and I probably get it a little too much. And I found myself thinking of that donkey picture over and over again. So I figured out how to find it again, and I printed it out, and I kept it at my desk at work. And it just reminded me of, like, when you have too much on your plate, you can't work at all because there's just too much to do. You can't be functional. And then I started realizing that there were so many of my coworkers who were the same way. We all wanted to help each other all the time, but there were certain times when each one of us would be so busy just because of the nature of our work that would happen, at different times for one person versus the other, that there needed to be a signal. I realized that we could share with each other without having to put out any extra effort, because goodness knows that was the last thing we needed to do, was have to expend any more effort. But a way that we could send out a signal that said, do not give me anything else. I'm already like this donkey, feet dangling in the air. There's too much in my cart. And so I made copies of this donkey picture in little tiny squares and made copies, and actually gave a little workshop to my coworkers to tell them about burnout and to share this little donkey picture with them. And we all decided there that if we got to that point where we had so much on our plate that we'd like to be able to help, but please don't put anything else on my cart, we would just put that, like, either with our little nameplate or in our inbox. And that if we saw that donkey picture out, visible for the rest of us to see, at a friend's desk or at a coworker's desk, that meant just wait. If there's any way that work that you were going to give this person could wait till later, then you wait till later. And if there was anything that you would ask that person to do that didn't need to be done right then, you could take it off the cart, let that donkey get his feet back on the ground. And I am very happy to say that in a recent visit back to campus, here it was, gosh, I think it's been like 4 years later at least, I still saw that donkey picture up. It was in people's offices, just kind of tacked up on their cork boards or right next to their computer monitor. And it was something that they said, oh yeah, I keep that picture around. That just reminds me, if I've got too much to do, I can't be effective to anyone. And it made me very happy that it was still a functional thing, and that little donkey is still in my mind. It's something I think about when I've got too much going on, and I think, what is wrong with me? Why can't I get anything done? And I think, because your feet aren't touching the ground. There's too much in your cart. So I hope you find this story to be helpful. I hope you find the picture of the donkey to be helpful, and if you click on a link below, I think then we'll provide you with a little PDF of it. And when you buy the book, you will have more stories like this and helpful tips and tricks for how to get out of your own burnout and to feel amazing again and excited about your work again, and to remember why you went into this field in the first place, or whatever field you happen to be in. That's what getting out of burnout is all about, is enjoying your life again, because it's totally possible. Just have to know how to get there. So thank you very much, and thanks for all of the birthday gifts and for allowing me to tell you the story today.